SEC, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Pirates' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So NC State's offense will get first crack at it here. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Gets it to him on the screen. He's past the 30. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
The give to the batter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one. Let's talk for a second about NC State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. But what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
The give on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
He leaves it with his back. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
And a nice job by the offense, picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super...
There he goes! Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield. Let's go.
NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got it set up on the outside. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They march 78 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So East Carolina's offense will go to work for the first time today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And 2 guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Pirates will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Looks it in at the 40. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Finds his man. It's Smothers. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it to the right here. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go right back to it. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Leaves it with the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. We've reached reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Man, how about this offense deciding to run the football, be physical, find a hole, get downhill, Palmer, and get the first down?
Yeah, and it helps, too, when you've got a running back like this guy. He just knows how to fall forward and get those hidden yards. Big weapon in this offense.
And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a set.
Turning on the Jets.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The Pirates moving quickly to the line. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. And the Pirates will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Got a man, it's Smothers. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll take another shot here. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Punt is in the air. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Send the tight end in motion. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. The Pirates will punt this one away. 3-and-out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch around the 50. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
The Wolfpack line up, trying to forge ahead for a few inches. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They just needed inches. Instead, they lost 3 feet. What a play by the defense. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Has to get there to move the sticks. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That conversion sets a tone, but that's also really part of their MO. They're going to go for it on 4th and short.
Yeah, it's a body blow, and it's demoralizing. It's a good point, Reese. When you go for it like that and you go get it, you're essentially telling the opponent, look, you can't stop us. Next time we get in a similar situation, we're going to do the exact same thing, and there ain't nothing you can do about it.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
You're right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment. You just give up on the play.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Now he's looking to throw it. Unloads to the right. He's got it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now on first and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Touchdown, North Carolina State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. ULM is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Malone Stadium, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over the Judicials. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime. And the Pirates with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. To the ground with the back. Nice move there. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up fourth down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jenkins. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And
the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
He's going to run it. He's loose. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Pirates will punt it away on fourth down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The play action fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got a wide open receiver. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jenkins. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Leaves it with the back. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Hauser. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Montgomery. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff from the gun. Oh, better look out. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Pirates come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll send the back in motion. Off the RPO, complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Pirates have this offense rolling.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Sets up the screen. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
A strike downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Hauser. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Trying play action. Buys a little time. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Let's see what he can do with the return. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. We reach the break. It's NC State on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Come back. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kid who is so important to this team.
Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Looking for a man. It's Hauser. Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide.
He's got it. First down and more. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going downfield for the big play. Makes a grab on the shot. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown ECU.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. He'll run it again. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Thomas back to pass. Rushes on him. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Pulls it in. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
1st and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. They've got the screen set up. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Slams ahead. Touchdown, NC State! And the stomping has commenced.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. A pretty short drive there, covering 38 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. This drive will open from the 15. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. Got a man. It's Smith. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Pirates can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Leaves it with the back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. And the Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Hauser. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's caught. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out the
Put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.